You probably think of high technology when you see sleek lines, like an iPhone or the Apollo moonshot. But deep beneath the surface of the ocean, far below the reach of sunlight's penetration, a wonder of engineering tops almost anything humanity has built: a nuclear submarine. Those machines operate in some of the most extreme conditions on Earth, carrying unimaginable power. They can be immersed underwater for months at a time and circumnavigate the globe without surfacing, and with weapons that could alter the fate of humanity. How is this possible? What does this say about the world we live in today? Well, the idea of submarines is more than several centuries, but really came into important use during World War II. Diesel-electric submarines, like Germany's U-boats, changed naval warfare. The only pity was that they had to surface periodically to recharge their batteries, making them a bit too open to attack. But by the 1950s, the game was changing with nuclear propulsion. The first nuclear-powered submarine in the world, USS Nautilus, was launched by the United States in 1955, unencumbered by a need for air. These nuclear submarines could stay submerged for weeks, if not months, and change naval strategy completely. Indeed, at the very heart of a nuclear submarine is its reactor, using enriched uranium itself as fuel to make energy through chemical fission. That would have been the source of power that actually powers the turbines, drives the propeller, and generates electric power for the whole vessel. And that is why, given this, they are now capable of staying at sea for decades without requiring refueling. Not for long, though. Nuclear submarines are equipped with the state-of-the-art sonar systems and stealth technology, which allows them to escape notice. Missile silos equipped to prepare ballistic or cruise missiles for their destructive missions. With all this, they were floating fortresses containing offense, defense, and survivability in a single compact bundle. For example, the largest ever built Russian Typhoon-class submarines are already known from the movie The Hunt for Red October. Each of these monsters can carry up to 20 ballistic missiles, and each such missile brings a lot of nuclear warheads. Today, nuclear-powered submarines are maintained by only a few countries: the US, Russia, China, France, the UK, and India. Why? These are not warships. They symbolize deterrence. The term nuclear triad deals with land-based missiles, air-delivered bombs, and submarine-launched ballistic missiles, where even if there is a destructive capability targeting the country's land and air-based defenses, its submarines can come back to retaliate, referred to as second strike capability. In the Cold War, for instance, the United States and the Soviet Union each possessed an armada of nuclear submarines to ensure mutual destruction in case of a nuclear war. As the author wittily remarks, though their presence is the only thing that currently seems to be holding the world from destruction. While the nuclear submarines are technological marvels, there are humongous challenges attached to them. The development and sustenance of nuclear submarines are astronomically expensive. For instance, the most recent class of submarines developed by the US Navy is the Columbia class, and its estimated cost runs into over $120 billion. Though very rarely, sometimes tragedies like that of the sinking of the Russian submarine Kursk in 2000 can unveil risks encountered in nuclear submarines. The real environmental challenge is to decommission nuclear submarines. Nuclear waste has to be kept in reactors for decades. Countries like China and India, who are expanding their fleet either to counter this perceived threats by the rivals or to use it as a symbol of national power, are also risking further aggravation of proliferation of nuclear-powered submarine fleets. Future subs may be unmanned, at least partially. Who knows when this will be the case? The AI and autonomous systems are developing and getting accepted. Navies can sit back and wait for the future of warfare at sea, which has arrived in the form of navally powered AUVs by AI. Already, the US Navy is developing a large, unmanned AUV called the Orca, which could carry out long-range missions without an onboard crew. The concepts will save life and dollars but raise sensitive and strategic questions as they do so. Nuclear submarines best epitomize what marvelous engineering is at its finest, the crossing of boundaries of physics, engineering, and strategic foresight. At the same time, however, it's a sobering reminder of the power we have at our hands and responsibility that comes with it. One question we are left with as we step into the future is, how do we balance our desire to step forward into the future with the fact that the world must stabilize and that something from which Earth itself is alive must survive? Perhaps the answer is not better weapons but better understanding between nations. Thanks for watching. All right. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please do like, share and subscribe. Give me your thoughts in the comments.